Balzer and Bray and Harper Audio present Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. Performed by Rebecca Soler. Part 1. The Grand Canyon. Chapter 1. Scarlett Thomas has been my best friend for as long as I can remember. That's why I knew when she called me at sisterhood camp, during the worst week of my life, that something was wrong even before she said it. Just by her voice on the other end of the line, I knew. "It's Michael," she said quietly. Her words crackled over distance. "Michael Sherwood." "What about him?" The camp director, a woman named Ruth with short hair and Birkenstocks, shifted impatiently beside me. At sisterhood camp, we were supposed to be isolated from the pressures of society in order to improve ourselves as women. We weren't supposed to get phone calls. Especially not at midnight on a Tuesday, rousing you out of your creaky camp bed and through the woods to a room too bright and a phone that weighed heavily in your hand. Scarlett sighed. Something was up. "What about him?" I repeated. The camp director rolled her eyes this time, thinking I was sure that this was no emergency. "He's dead." Scarlett's voice was flat, even, as if she were reciting multiplication tables. I could hear clinking and splashing in the background. "Dead?" I said. The camp director looked up, suddenly concerned, and I turned away. "How?" "A motorcycle accident. This afternoon, he got hit by a car on Short Crest." More splashing, and suddenly I realized she was washing dishes. Scarlett, always capable, would do housework during a nuclear holocaust. "He's dead," I repeated, and the room seemed very small suddenly, cramped, and as the camp director put her arm around me, I shook her off, stepping away. I pictured Scarlett at the sink in cutoffs and a t-shirt, her hair pulled back in a ponytail, phone cocked between her ear and shoulder. "Oh my God." "I know," Scarlett said, and there was a great gurgling noise as water whooshed down her sink. She wasn't crying. "I know." We sat there on the line for what seemed like the longest time, the buzzing in the background the only sound. I wanted to crawl through the phone right then, popping out on the other side in her kitchen beside her. Michael Sherwood, a boy we'd grown up with. A boy one of us had loved. Gone. "Hailey," she said softly suddenly. "Yeah?" "Can you come home?" I looked out the window at the dark and the lake beyond, the moon shimmering off of it. It was the end of August, the end of summer. School started in 1 week. We'd be juniors this year. "Hailey?" she said again. And I knew it was hard for her to even ask. She'd never been the one who needed me. "Hold on," I said to her in that bright room, the night it all began. "I'm on my way." Michael Alex Sherwood died at 8:55 p.m. on August 13th. He was turning left onto Morrisville Avenue from Shortcrest Drive when a businessman in a BMW hit him dead on, knocking him off the motorcycle he'd only had since June and sending him flying 20 feet. The paper said he died on impact, the bike a total loss. It wasn't his fault. Michael Sherwood was 16 years old. He was also the only boy Scarlett had ever truly loved. We'd known him since we were kids, almost as long as we'd known each other. Lakeview, our neighborhood, sprawled across several streets and cul-de-sacs.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?